Hi, this is Mohammed, and in this part of the assignment, I will be speaking about I'll be doing the distinction criteria, which is going to be a report that discusses the impact of the file formats, compression techniques, image resolutions, and color depth, um, and like what impact they have on the file size and the image quality. So, first of all, I'm gonna give in some like image like file formats, and the ones I'm going to be using is going to be BMP, PSD, GIF, TIF, and JPEG. So pretty much when with BMP, simple introduction. Um, this is a bitmap, like bitmap version, like a bitmap file format, and pretty much it's, as everyone knows, bitmap is like uses pixels to draw an image, but like one of the major disadvantages about bitmap is the fact that the larger the image resolution is, the worse the quality becomes. So yeah, it degrades the quality of the image, and also one other disadvantage of this is the fact that like the larger the image resolution is, the bigger the file is, so it takes so much space, and it degrades the quality. But I mean, if you shrink the image, if you shrink the images, it would have like a very higher and better quality. So next up is PSD, or Photoshop files. Right, so pretty much PSD is a file format related and made solely for Photoshop, or pretty much Adobe Photoshop. And basically, this is the one format that Adobe Photoshop uses as default, unless it is exported into a different file format. And yeah, like the problem with this type of format is the fact that basically this cannot be accessible by any other application other than Photoshop itself. So pretty much like Firework or Paint won't be able to access it. Another problem with this format as well is the fact that like usually Photoshop uses like very complex functions and very like layering and all these things, which makes the file very, very big, and it would take so much space within your hard drive. If you have a small hard drive or something, it would be a problem. So yeah, it this is pretty much what's like about PSD. And next up, we got GIF, or graphic interchange format. So yeah, pretty much this file format is classed as bitmap, but it's pretty much limited to the internet. It's used like if you're a person that uses the internet at all, any photos that are moved, this is GIF. So it's solely like kind of used for the internet pretty much. It's not really like an editing or a type of format that is used all the time, or like there's further usage of it. It's pretty much just limited to like, I don't know, internet usage, memes, things like that. So pretty much the good thing about this format is like its compatibility with pretty much websites, like I don't know, forums, whatever it is, like anything internet related. It does not take a long time to load on it, so pretty much it makes it very convenient. And also, this file format is pretty much like it's best used with solid colors and also animations on websites. But the only problem with it is that it only uses color schemes such as like grayscale and RGB, which kind of limits the quality of the photo. So it does not really, you cannot really have like a high resolution GIF photo. So yeah, that's pretty much like a quick introduction about GIF. Next up, we got JPEG, or Joint Photographic Expert Group. So yeah, this file format is pretty brilliant. It's got a lot of characteristics like its compatibility, file size, and even high upload and download speeds. So practically, and also the fact that it is internet friendly and convenient. Pretty much, it just it is like very common around the internet. So it's you know internet friendly. It's made to be used there. as well. And also, pretty much, it's not just that it is internet friendly alone. It's the fact that it's got a very good, like very good quality. Because because of a feature called CMYK, which basically like gives you like better quality than any other formats because they don't really have that quality. It's just limited to JPEG. So also another good thing about this is the fact that JPEG is almost accessible in every software, every like photographic editing or viewing software. It is literally you can access it from anything. But the only problem with this format is that if you want to enlarge the photo, it kind of like you could probably lose the quality of the photo and you can see the pixels and everything. So this is just the only problem with this format. Next up, we got TIFF. And yeah, TIFFs or tagged image file format. Right, so pretty much, yeah, this format is literally has been given the name flexible, like the flexible format, because well, it is like literally accessible and viewable on like every program, every software that is used to view this, like to view photos, and even including the internet as well. So it's in the internet friendly too, and plus it's got high quality due to the CMYK again, which pretty much gives you high quality. So yeah, pretty much just that's really it about TIFF. And so yeah, how different file formats affect like the size and image quality. So pretty much file formats does affect the image quality and size in different ways. Um, Basically, like with some file types, you cannot really tell the difference. They could be really alike, and some of them you could see some sort of blurriness. Some of them you can like when you increase the size, it pixelates. It depends really on what it is. So basically, if like example, it's like GIF. It's pretty small, pretty quick. It's easy to use for the internet, like websites and all that. It's like keeps going in a loop for adverts here and there. It's just like it's a pretty good tool, but at the same time, low file size means low quality. So pretty much the image quality wouldn't be that great. Which on the other hand as well, like something like JPEG would have high quality images, and because as I said, it could be used for like anything, including um like editing softwares like Photoshop or Firework. So pretty much this comes with a price which is gonna be higher file size, so it's gonna increase its space, like space the space that it needs to save by times and times over. So pretty much higher quality means higher size, lower quality means lower size. So it's kind of linked to each other, and also kind of image quality is linked to it as well. So higher size, higher quality, and um, pretty much lower size is lower quality. And pretty much it all depends on really like what file format you're using and what they're using it for, and it kind of gives you an idea on which file format you would want to use. So, right, with compression techniques, quickly introducing compression is like, as the word suggests, like squeezing something to make it smaller so it doesn't take up too much space. And so, yeah, there's two methods of compression: lossy and lossless compression. So pretty much with lossy compression, it it really affects the image quality, because yeah, it compresses the file and makes it smaller. The image or yeah, it compresses the image and makes it smaller, but at the same time, the image quality decreases, because the problem with this type of file, with this type of compression, is the fact that it uh, it kind of it loses the data of the image within the compression, so pretty much results in like the pixelation or making the image quality very poor. So this method has, like as I mentioned, a lot of disadvantages. It just really messes up what you're trying to do here, but it still does the job at the end of the day. But when it comes to lossless compression, it is basically the better version of the lossy. It keeps the image quality the same. Nothing is touched when it comes to the image quality while you're compressing the file. So it compresses the file and keeps the quality of the image. And this method of compression is mostly used for websites because it keeps the image quality the same. And it has smaller sizes, so pretty much that means, as I said, higher download speed, so internet friendly. So yeah, pretty much this is really it about compression techniques. Right, so when it comes to image resolution, it's basically a pretty simple formula. There's not really much to say here. Like higher image resolution gives you higher image quality and also higher file size. So pretty much a lot of space, and vice versa. So lower image resolution means poor quality but small size, you know what I mean? So it's like pretty much inevitable. It's either this way or that way. And like, see, some photos could have like a good size resolution where it's not too high or not too low. But I mean, if you zoom in close enough, you'll be able to see the pixels. Or if you zoom out close, like if you zoom out enough, you'll be able to see the pixels. So pretty much with resolution, it's pretty, fixed, like it's either HHH or LLL, which is higher, 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 lower, lower, lower. So it's just, there's not pretty much there's not much to say here when comparing resolution with file size and image quality. It's all kind of like all flowing together. So yeah, pretty much this is really it about image quality. Next up, we got color depth. So yeah, color depth is pretty much same as what's it called? The same as the image, like the image resolution. Pretty much like with color depth, it's pretty much the same, like the main way of kind of like differing pictures from each other. So color depth basically is the amount of color that each image has and can show. So like it also sometimes holds information on it, like it supports it, like the opacity, like how much opacity it has, and things like that. But pretty much if you look into the details of a photo, you would kind of know these type of details. But yeah, so pretty much like having high color depth, okay, you could be good. You have very high, good quality images, like let's say 24-bit or something. It would be great. But at the same time, yeah, so higher color depth, higher image quality, but of course, higher file size. So it'll take chunks and chunks of your memory on your PC. And pretty much that's really it. Like it's how it's linked together. They all correlate, they all go up together. So higher color depth, better image quality, but higher file size. So you'll face some problems. So yeah, this is really pretty much it about this part of the assignment, and I will see you all in the next one.